Thank you very much, and it is with great pleasure that I can now unveil our new company branding, and that is EVORICH, along with the UGPay Group. The UGPay Group is the group that is registered with the Securities Exchange Commission, or the SEC in the US. It is also the company that will issue our STO, or Secure Token Offering, along with the Academy of the Private Investor, the new economic evolution of the world, where you can study, invest, and prosper. So if this is your first time here, a very special welcome to you. If you have seen this presentation before, welcome back. My name is Shane Bowes. I am a new consumer partner program consultant, soon to be manager, a CRU co-owner, private investor and entrepreneur, an international speaker. My speaking career started way back in 1998 when I became the secretary of the Moreton Bay Trailer Boat Club. I then moved on to become the Commodore of the Moreton Bay Trailer Boat Club and was honoured with life membership of that club, something I am very, very proud of. I am a finance and investment coach. I have been the president of the Marlborough Recreational Fishing Association and also appointed to the New Zealand Recreation Fishing Council. I am a founder of the Australian Fishing Party, AFP, also the founder of the Fishing Party Queensland, TFPQ. I am a marine diesel engineer. I hold a certification 5, MED5. I'm also a Master Class 5 skipper. I'm a retired paramedic with 7 years volunteer service with St. John's. I've specialised in hotel and tourism management, the stock market and retail and sales. I hold 2 degrees, one in justice and one in hotel and tourism management, and I am also a member of World's Generals for Peace. But before we go any further, I must do this risk and compliance disclaimer. EIP is for Educational Information Products, MLC for Multi-Level Crowd Investing, CRU for Crypto Unit Internal Points for Tokens, and API, the Academy of the Private Investor, and you'll hear me use these terms throughout the presentation. And please note, we do not sell or do not have a license to sell shares or tokens. All countries have their own rules for the sale of financial products, and we comply with the rules and laws of those countries. Most countries allow for the sale of information products without a special license. We offer the opportunity for you to participate in wealth building training, which provides the fundamental principles of which wealth is created and maintained. We do not provide financial or investment consultations, and please do your own due diligence or request confirmation from a licensed accountant or financial advisor in your area for compliance with the requirements of your state or country. This morning's presentation will consist of the following: investment thinking within the Academy of the Private Investor and the role that financial literacy will play in your life, the VIP Club, its growth prospects, bonuses for participants of the club and the global CRU portfolio, multi-level crowd investing, what is multi-level crowd investing, and business trainings for partners, and the new economic evolution of the world, what is the new economic evolution of the world, plans for the company in the future, and finally we will open it up for Q&A if you have any questions. Okay, the Academy of the Private Investor was actually founded in 2011. So we're looking at quite a few years, 9 years. You know, we're getting close to our 10th year anniversary of the Academy of the Private Investor. It is a global online portal system with over 9 years expertise in its field. We have more than 1.4 million users from over 176 countries worldwide. We have mentors, coaches, and teachers with over 20 years experience in the finance and investment fields. That includes myself. I have over 20 years experience in the investment and finance field. There are practical studies in all areas of finance and investment and personal growth. And there are real case studies, group lessons, and individual coaching and mentoring for everybody concerned within the Academy of the Private Investor. Now, in this particular section, guys, we are going to talk about investment thinking. Now, you may know this guy, Robert Kiyosaki. He developed the cash flow quadrant, and that cash flow quadrant consists of 4 sections. The very first section is you are an employee or you have a job, or in other words, sorry to say this, but you are just over broke. Or you can be a self-employed person. That's where you work for yourself. But at the end of the day, you're still just over broke. And believe me, I know what it's like to be self-employed. I've been there, I've done that. And you are doing all the work yourself, and it's not fun. In actual fact, 10% of the money is actually owned by 90% of the people worldwide. But if you go to the right-hand side of the quadrant and become a businessman, this is where you own a business and people work for you, or you own a system and that system works for you. And also, as a businessman, you can also have the opportunity to go and play golf at 12 o'clock if you wish. Take your wife out for lunch. Whatever you want to do, you have the flexibility to be able to do that as a businessman because you sit on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant. Or you can become an investor, and that's where money works for you, right? And that's why the rich are rich, because they are investors and they know how to make money that works for them. So 90% of the money is actually owned by 10% of the people. So what we need to do as a collective group of people on the left side of the quadrant is move ourselves to the right side of the quadrant, become businessmen and investors, and start living a real life. Here we have the finance literacy as per population. Now this was actually done, a percentage of adults worldwide, and was done by Standard & Poor's rating services for Global Financial Literacy Survey. Now, Sweden and Norway, did you know that Sweden and Norway, guys, have over 70% of their population that are financially literate? Then we have countries like Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, Germany, Finland, and Canada that come in around 60 to 70%. Then we move on, United States, 50 to 60%. 40 to 50% of countries, Mongolia and South Africa, and a few other countries to name. Then we move getting down to the lower range of these, the financial literacy throughout the world. We have 30 to 40%. Mexico, Brazil, Russian Federation, and then getting down to the real lower end of 20 to 30%, Argentina, China, and finally India and Greenland and a lot of other countries worldwide have no data or 10 to 20% of financial literacy. And it's always been Andre's dream to create 15% of the worldwide population to become financially literate. So if you look at this particular slide, you will see there's a lot of room for movement. So here's the thing. The Academy of Private Investor is actually needed by everybody. And why? Because we have personal growth, investment courses, and business education. And yes, guys, we do have the solution. And that is training courses aimed at self-development, goal setting and planning, improving financial literacy, formation of investment thinking, learning different business methods and strategies. Guys, here are some of our success stories. Now, a lot of these people on this particular slide I know personally, but one I want to talk about today is Mr. Stuart Whitney, a retired lecturer. He worked for the Queensland TAFE College for many, many years, and he educated many, many people over the term of his contract as a lecturer. But at the end of the day, when those students left the education system to go and actually get a job, right? They were put straight away into the left side of the quadrant. So they become an employee or they become self-employed. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry to say, but they were just over broke. So here we are, guys. We want to talk about the VIP club of the private investor. Now, have you ever been a member of a VIP club? I am a member, actually a member of several VIP clubs. But the one I want to talk about tonight is Qantas, right? As a VIP member of the Qantas club, when I travel overseas, I get to use the lounges and I get to use the facilities. If I'm in transit, I can have a shower, I can freshen up before I go on to my next flight. And we all know when you're doing 14, 15, 20-hour flights, it's great to be able to have a break, be able to freshen up and go into a Qantas lounge or any other lounge for that matter, and have a nice meal, have some nice drinks or whatever. But one thing that I want to talk about is Warren Buffett. Now, if you want to become part of Warren Buffett's A-class or purchase an A-class share from Warren Buffett, it will cost you in excess of $330,000 today. But why do people pay that? For one simple reason. So they can get close to those who know how to invest and make money. They also get to go to the yearly meeting of Warren Buffett, where Warren actually says, this is what I am planning on investing on in the next year. So it's very, very important to become a member of a VIP club. And you can do that within the Academy of the Private Investor. So if you wish to become a member of our VIP club, you can. And by doing so, you will be gaining the knowledge you get within the Academy of the Private Investor, and it provides you with a real result in practice. And we are an elite club. We have discounts on products of up to 75%. We have exclusive offers. We have access to the crypto unit program and its bonuses. There are additional income streams. Currently, there's in excess of 16. And you can participate in the closed monthly meetings, but there are terms and conditions that do apply to that. So, EIPs. What is an EIP? It's an educational information product. And we have 5 that are available. And the very first one is the EIP Beginner. And that will cost you 50 units. Now remember, 50 units or 1 unit equals $1. So in this particular case, 50 units is equal to $50. Then we have the second package, which is the EIP Basic, and that is 250 units. And then the third package is the elementary education, that's 1,000 units. Then the fourth is the secondary education, which is 4,000 units. And finally, the higher education is 10,000 units, and these are only available for participants of the VIP club, and they all come with CRU bonuses with each and every purchase. So what do you get for your money? Well, as a beginner, EIP Beginner, you get the Foundations of Investment, plus the 8 Rules of the Private Investor, Foundations of Capitalization, how to turn $1 into $1 million, 5 levels of an investor. Then we move up to the EIP Basic, and you get Foundations of Wealth and Prosperity, Investment Objects and Instruments. And then moving on again to the elementary education, we add Investment Strategies, Foundations of Creating an Investment Portfolio, and Millionaire in a Year Marathon, as well as the Master of Genius Finance Games and its bonuses, and the Marathon of Success. And then getting up into the higher range, now the secondary education, which is $4,000, you get the Summit of Success MLCI Entrepreneurs. And then finally, the higher education, which is 10,000 US dollars or 10,000 units. You get all of the above, plus pension plans, alternative pension accumulation, distance learning of a private investor, first steps in private investing, and finally, qualified investor levels 1 through to 8. So guys, the crypto unit program is an innovative training program that opens the door for everybody to learn and become a co-owner of the CRU Global Portfolio, even with minimal resources. And I say that with honesty. even with minimal resources. When I started out with $50. That's all I started out with. And what I have today is purely and simply through hard work and energy and putting everything that I've earned back into my portfolio. Now, we started back on the 30th of March 2019, but better still, let's hear what Dennis has to say about our roadmap.
March the 30th, 2019, the launch of Crypto Unit program, and as early as April the 3rd, 2019, the transition to the second stage of development. May the 8th, 2019, the start of the allocation of bonuses within the loyalty program. November the 13th, 2019, the first accrual of the Profi bonus. January the 8th, 2020, the transition to the second part of development. January the 15th, 2020, CRU token enters Ethereum blockchain. February the 29th, 2020, the value of the global investment portfolio is estimated at $379,780,000. March the 9th, 2020, the first CRU points are released and the internal exchange between program participants is launched. Within the first year, overall, more than 15.5 million units have been allocated in bonuses under the loyalty program and the Profi bonus, and the total number of partners in the company has almost reached 1.5 million. The implementation of Crypto Unit program will result in the issue of 80 billion CRU, 10 billion of which will be retained to ensure liquidity. When the value of the project's assets will be more than $100 trillion, Crypto Unit market value will reach more than $1,250 for one CRU. By the end of the program, the Profi bonus is expected to be within the range from $1 to $50 for one CRU. Now you are ever close to completely changing your life. Crypto Unit program is one small step towards your well-being and one huge leap for mankind. Start acting. The time has come.
So here we guys, we have the 20 sectors of the investment market that we're involved in. And first of all is education within the Academy of the Private Investor, multi-level crowd investing, the sector for equity participation and co-ownership. So when you become a member of the VIP club, you actually become a member of a co-owner of a global group of companies. There's the health and longevity, innovative transport, banking sector, stock markets, forex markets, cryptocurrency markets, insurance sector, the real estate sector, innovative development sector, agricultural farming, sector for entrepreneurial, cooperative and social development, the science sector, culture sector, precious and semi-precious metal sector, precious and semi-precious stone sector, the space development sector, and the charity sector. And guys, this is only some of the investment market that we're actually involved in. So the Global Crypto Unit program is today worth in excess of $474 million. And what I'd actually like to do is get Dennis to explain what we have actually achieved over the past few years.
Only by pooling together the capital of program partners, we managed to create assets in various investments market segments and become co-owners of businesses with a high return on investment. Gold mining, Ghana, Zambia, production of synthetic diamonds, filmmaking industry, TV series, The Miners, Basalt Innovative Technologies, resort real estate in Phuket and in Krasnodar region, the restaurant chain, Sushi Master. In 1 year of work, we have opened 37 restaurants in several major cities in Russia, Kazakhstan and Belarus. We are planning to open 1,000 more restaurants around the world. There is a total of 20 different projects already yielding a monthly profit, and Crypto Unit program itself is divided into several parts and phases, each of which ends up showing record-breaking performance.
So as you can see guys, we have achieved a lot in a very, very short time. And if we continue to do what we're doing today, in years to come, this company is going to go places. So what does the Crypto Unit program provide? Co-ownership for the CRU Global Portfolio, monthly loyalty program bonuses, the opportunity to receive Profi bonus, It's regulated and transparent. The CRU will grow in value over time, and the possibility of circulation of the CRU in global merchandising. And that, my friends, is happening very, very, very shortly, trust me. So do you want to earn by learning right away? So here we have the business model. And what we've actually done is we've taken sections of the multi-level marketing business, and they are accessible training, home-based business. You can work from home. You can be your own boss or your own employee. You can work online or offline. There's unlimited revenue, and I'm a testament to that. It is an international business. I'm also a testament to that because I have people in 14 different countries throughout the world. And it is fast realization of your dreams and the opportunity to earn millions in 12 to 60 months if you really, really put your mind to it. Then we coupled that with the investment business world, and that is investment consultating training, investment instruments and co-ownership. As I said, as being a part of the API and a VIP member, you are a co-owner of the global group of companies. The opportunity to increase your capital very, very quickly. We have very, very good asset management. The opportunity to create assets in 24 to 60 months of over $1 million, and it is very much a prestige business. And combining the two together, what do we get? Multi-level crowd investing. So our achievements since 2014 are: we have over 750,000 active partners worldwide. We have business operations in 175 plus countries. We have 71 presidents within the organization. We speak in excess of 11 languages. You know, some of them are Italian, Spanish, Russian, Hindi, Tongan, Samoan. Oh, and by the way, we do speak Australian and English as well. We have paid out in excess of $104 million in our bonuses to our partners within the marketing plan, and we have well and truly achieved more than 1.4 million registrations over the past 5 years, which on average is about one registration every 4 minutes. So here are some more success stories, guys, and I'm not going to go into these too deeply, but one of them, or a couple of people I will point out: Neil Morrison, a president within our organization, lives in Auckland, New Zealand. He will tell you it is just this Academy of the Private Investor has completely changed his life. And the same goes for Rita Ashen. She is a president within our organization that lives up in Brisbane, Queensland. And the success stories just keep coming. And I mean, they just keep coming. But one person that I will talk about here is Harin Arun, a 28-year-old guy, lives in Perth, born in Malaysia, has just been appointed as the Deputy Investment Officer for our company, and he's only 28 years of age. 28 years of age, guys, right? And he's looking after our investments within the Academy of the Private Investor, and that's a very, very, very big job. And it's a credit to him for achieving what he has achieved in the short time that he's been involved with the Academy of the Private Investor. So the advantages of the MLCI business: it is a business you work from home. You be your own boss. Like me, I get up when I want to get up. I go to bed when I want to get up. I take my children to school. I pick up my children. I don't have to go to work. I'm not being told what to do 8-10 hours a day by a boss. And one thing I'm not doing is making the boss rich. You can start your own international business from scratch. Now that we have data mining in play, right, that just changes the whole aspect of this particular organization. You know, when I started data mining, I started out with 300 plus connections on LinkedIn. Now I have over 2,000 connections on LinkedIn in 60 days. Now that is 1,600 connections that I am able to talk to about this particular business. So it is an international business, and these people are all over the world. There are unlimited earning potentials. Naturally, that comes back to you opening up your mindset and, being prepared to educate yourself financially and passing this information on to others. There is multiple income streams. As I said previously, there are in excess of 16 income streams within the Academy of the Private Investor. It is a unique business model. We are the only company in the world that is doing this, and there is massive leverage across the entire network. So our mission of the new economic evolution of the world is global distribution of wealth. And it's always been Andre's ambition that 15% of the worldwide population become financially literate. It's all about security and protection. And I know for a fact that I have security and protection just through the assets within this organization. It's about helping others, your family and your friends. By passing on this opportunity to others, your family and your friends, you are also helping them financially in the future. It's all about prosperity and happiness as well. And we all know if we have a passive income for life, we are happy, and realization of your dreams. And I am a testament of that, guys. I started this back in 2019, and I retired from full-time employment on the 26th of February 2020, just before COVID. And this particular opportunity has supported me from that time till today. So the three pillars of new: education. Now, we've talked about education back in the first part of the presentation. Get the financial education. Educate yourself, because the education you get within the Academy of the Private Investor, you do not get at school. Then we move on to co-ownership. By purchasing the education, you then become a co-owner of a global group of companies, and by doing so, that leads into the business aspect of our organization, and that's where we create a passive income for life. So how do we become part of our project? Very simple. Register, get with the person that invited you to this particular presentation, and demand the link, right? Go fill out the form within the Academy of the Private Investor, then verify yourself. It's what we call KYC. Very, very simple process you go through. Not that difficult. Get with the person that invited you here. They will show you how to do that. Then participate by purchasing an EIP. Get the 8 rules of the private investor. Then implement everything that you have learned, right? And when you do that, you will be on your way to achieving your financial goals in the future. So we have some presents for you. And the first one being the 8 rules of the private investor. So if you join today, get back to the person that invited you to this presentation, and they will show you how to get the 8 rules of the private investor. And the second one is that every Tuesday we have free investment literacy training, and every Thursday we have free MLCI business training. So here you go, guys. That was my presentation to you this morning. So at the end of the day, what will be your decision? You can either leave everything as it is or get financial and investment education, multiple sources of passive income, become part of a like-minded community of very successful people, have the ability to create assets in the future, and also the opportunity to leave a legacy, not only for yourself, your family, your children, your grandchildren, and everybody else that you introduce this business to. So with that, I will now open it up for Q&A, and should you have any questions, by all means ask myself or Stuart. Once again, thank you.